Hey y'all, it's Craig and Melissa here with the Bickhams on YouTube and our withthebickhams.com blog, y'all. Today we're going to be making another super cute wooden beaded work form door hanger slash wall hanger. I picked this out today. We're going to be doing a He Is Risen, little super cute, got a little lamb laying at the bottom, bringing in the purples, the natural beige colors, just bringing in whatever colors we have to with the sign.
This
and that's a mint.
Aqua mint.
That's a mint. Now we do have everything you see here except the twine and the beaded ball spray and this sign, because I pulled this out of Melissa's stash. But you can get all the ribbon, the scissors, right here at smalltownwreathshop.com, which is our business that we have. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's make a super cute door hanger. Got my best creator, best friend, my wife, Melissa's helping me today instead of me being by myself. So, alright y'all, so let's get after it. Let's get to making this super cute He Is Risen door hanger. Got a few things that we're going to do.
Most people are thinking about Christmas and you're doing Easter. Oh well.
Not at Easter, this is just a inspirational.
Religious.
This is a religious inspirational. You can make whatever you want, whenever you want. You know, that's just that's the good thing about creating, right?
Right.
Why is she gonna make fun of me?
I was just tickled at you.
Oh, she's tickled at me. All right. So these scissors are in stock. This is our 1.5 millimeter hole punch that you can get at any hobby store that we use. Like I said, this is all 1.5" ribbon. We're gonna be using a burlap or beige, a mint, and a purple to coordinate with the sign.
We have that ribbon in stock?
Yes. All of this is in stock. 60919.
Well, it's not that same number though, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, now we have
oh, that is.
This is.
Oh, that is.
Ours is a different number. But
it's the same thing.
Ours has a little bit different stuff in, or a little more stuff in it than the 6019, I think. So we're going to be using 2 of those sprays. We're going to keep this very simple, y'all. I don't know what color. We're going to try to use some smaller zip ties today. Make it a little bit easier. I will have to use a bigger zip tie when we make the bow. Some little hay twine or whatever you call that.
Twine from the dollar store.
Yeah, just dollar store, your hobby store. Make sure you get a small enough that fits through your hole punch hole that you're going to be putting in your sign. One thing that does need to be done, we've got to, all of these balls, most all of them, except where they got it glued together, which is right here, where they glued the metal together in the last 2 holes. Everything else spins. So we want to stop that, because every time you attach something to it, it doesn't want to stay straight. So what we're going to do, we're going to take
another glue stick.
She's going to get me another glue stick. We're going to take just a little bit of glue. I'm just going to stay on one side, and I'm going to start wherever that glue's at.
And y'all, we like Gorilla Glue. They have it at Walmart in the craft section.
Now, we're not endorsed by any of them.
No, we're not.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dab of glue and hopefully get it down in there. Well, as long as they attach to this one, don't worry about it if you get any but just put a dab of glue between each one. Now, this is hot glue, y'all, so just, you can make pretty quick work of this. You just don't want them to move. We'll call that the back. Now, if you want to cover the back, cover this up so you don't see it in your door, you can always get you a placemat or something, piece of felt, piece of material, and attach it some way, couldn't you?
Yeah, I guess, but it's not bad,
no.
It's just a little bit of glue, and the glue dries clear, so.
It does. And I'm just putting a little dab. I'm not putting a lot. I just want to make sure that these things get to where when we start tying things in, that things don't keep moving around. That's all I'm trying to do. Alright, whenever you finished up, we're gonna let's come down so everybody can see a little bit better. Here, let's just go. So just taking, once it dries.
If you got any glue strings, just grab them all.
Yeah, and we're sorry for the noise, y'all. Y'all, it's hot here in Southwest Mississippi, and we got the fans going, trying to help the AC a little bit. But just kind of, you know, pull your little strings off. But we've got each little ball has a dab of glue in it. Now on the front side, you can't see nothing, so it ain't gonna show. You'll just see it on the back side. So we're gonna flip it over. But now they don't. Now it ain't completely 100% dry yet, but at least they don't move. I still want to. This is the top where they, I don't know where they glued. I don't know what kind of glue they use, but that's where we're gonna start. So I'm gonna let her. She works better with the florals than I do.
Fluff them out.
She's gonna fluff them out. You don't never want to take any of your picks and sprays. You can do one, I'll do one.
I got it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let her do it. I'll cut her thing off, but you don't want to take it right out of the pack because it's usually flat.
Yeah.
I got this. So you want to pull it out, and she always you want it to look like nature. You want it to look like it was you just went and pulled it out from the edge of the woods or whatever, or out of your garden. And so you want everything, you know, just pull on everything, separate them. Just think about how things look in the outdoors, you know, when you go and water your flowers, or you know how everything kind of grows out. And so just make sure you pull things kind of sort of like you want them. This is not a huge project, so you got to remember that too. We want to kind of make sure we keep these.
This is mine kind of spread out.
Yeah, and this is mine. They both look similar. You know what I mean? Don't they? I don't know what's front and what's back. This is my back, I think. This is my front, because I can see more of my little purple balls of my little beads. So we're gonna we're just gonna take and we're gonna let these run.
That's the back, I think. This is the back. This is the front.
Okay, whatever you say.
That's what I think.
Okay, wherever she says.
But it might lay better the other way.
That's fine. Well, that's what I would do, because you can still twist these around.
Yeah.
If you need to twist them, that's
yeah,
fine.
it seems to lay better the other way.
Okay, whatever way it lays flat, you know, like that's the best way it lays.
Yeah.
Right. But what we want to do is we want to bend these with the form. You want them to lay with the form. Now you could cut these. Did you want to cut them?
Let's trim them.
Okay, so she wants to trim them, but you get what I'm saying. You want these things to shape with this, with your form. So you want so much, and then we got to leave the space between them where we're going to put the bow. I don't want to leave but a little bit.
Trim them.
Well, you can. I mean, if you don't trim them, as long as you get everything's covered, it'll hold better, because it gives you more zip ties.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then you can, you know, once you get it zip tied on, you can start bending even more, you know, if you want it to go a little more. So, but you'll kind of get the idea of how things are going to look when we start zip tying them on. Just remember, that's your center.
Y'all, I'm sorry I'm yawning. I'm a little bit tired. My grandbaby, we stayed up last night with the grandbaby. He's been a little sickly.
All right, so let's start attaching this. Get you some zip ties. It doesn't really matter. I think these are 4-inch zip ties. No, right. These are actually 6-inch. No, 7-inch. So they say they're 7-inch. I wouldn't have thought they were 7-inch. We may have some. So if you have some smaller, but that's plenty. I don't want to go too small. Lay it where you want, and I'm gonna start attaching it.
Oh.
I like it that we work together when we do this.
Like,
I would do one at a time.
Like right there, or?
No, I would do this one first.
Okay, we'll do that one.
So you like it right there?
Yeah, yeah.
There's the top. Do I need to shift a little more?
Yeah, maybe let's cover up.
Don't go too much now.
Okay, right there.
Yeah, because you're going to get way too far out.
Yeah.
All right, so just make sure you shape your thing. I'm going to let Melissa kind of hold. And we're just going to pick just a couple places. I think we can get by with 3. I think we can get by with 3 of these. And remember, when you do this, I'm going to go from this way so I can pull. The part where you go, where you connect your zip tie together, leave it facing up, because we don't want it scratching go between two of the bolts. I'm not going to tighten yet. We're just going to get them secured, but leave your extra that we're going to cut off, everything facing up so it don't scratch your door. We're going to go about halfway.
You went from this way, didn't you?
I did. Thank you. That's why we're good together. She reminds me. She keeps me on my toes. So we're just going to, you know, snug down right on top. And then we're going to just find somewhere up in here to catch, you know, I might actually go through it, but I don't want to see it. I'm kind of going to work it through some of this smaller stuff and just let it come through. How's that? Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works.
And then we're just gonna, you know, snug down. All right, so we're gonna, now we can start snugging them up. You ain't gotta break them. Get what you can, and we use our little cobalt cutters. And we just cut, let me zoom up again, and we just take any of the excess from your zip ties and we just cut them off. Now if you want them really to be flush, you can take a pair of like pliers, instead of cutting it, you can take a pair of pliers and you can twist it off. It's going to take, you can go whichever way you want.
Just cut it. I see.
Well, some people don't want to get scratched by it. You know what I mean? And then it doesn't leave anything. Yeah. So if you twist it off with a pair of pliers, just hold it and
I've never done that, y'all.
Keep it down.
I didn't know that.
But it'll break it off right at the thing, and it won't. It leaves very, very little to scratch, or if you're worried about that. If not, just cut it. Just take and get close as you can. But you see how it leaves a little bit?
Yeah, I know.
It leaves just a little bit, and it will scratch if you don't watch it. Alright, so lay your other one up there. Now, I don't want to leave...
How is the sign going to go?
Well, we actually got off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. How is this?
It's okay. The
We don't
sign's
want
going
to
to hang.
cover up the lamb
No.
with the flowers.
Yeah, but
is
look,
what I'm saying.
this is a big boat. I don't want a big boat. Alright, so
yeah.
So we're going to have to, you know, feed under the bottom or something. I would stay kind of like this.
Yeah.
But we want to actually, where's the center? Yeah. So we got our center off a little bit. So we only want to leave about that much. Now, I'm going to push this.
We might have to cut that one a little. No.
I just don't want to leave too much room here.
Yeah.
In the center right here, because
then the bow won't cover
it. The bow won't cover it. It takes a lot bigger bow to fill that hole up. So I'm going to try to get them as close to the thick parts as I can, and then we're going to zip tie down. Alright, so it fits pretty good right there though. Alright, so I got to hold this with my thumb. So just make sure it's underneath. We can clip off about 2 inches of this one. So I'm going to stick the zip ties first. Remember, you still want these when you connect, so I'm going to go over it and come back around this other side, and you still want that facing up where you clip it off. You know? So you still want to pull everything tight from the top side. We got one there. I am going to clip that piece off once I get it in place. I'm just going to do the same thing here. Went the wrong way. Just pull it tight. Make sure everything stays where it's supposed to. And we're going to do one more. We're going to go through this. Yeah, we're going to go through it. Kind of do the same thing. And we're going to pull it down. Just make sure you get everything good and snug. And Now I'm going to take my pliers, my cutters, my side cutters, and we're going to cut this one off a couple inches. And we'll make sure we get that tight. Now trim your excess. This one might get you. If it's under the bow, I don't think it will. So I'm just gonna twist it off so it don't scratch nobody. And we're gonna cut the rest of it. Just make sure your cutters are down. Alright, so you can make sure that you fluff.
This is what you got.
From right here. Just remember that's on the side. The sign's gonna go. I'm actually probably gonna hang the sign not from the center part. We're gonna probably hang the sign off to the side a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was my plan. Now at this point, you can still, remember, you can still bend any of this like you want.
Yeah, it's all wired, so it bends easily.
Yep, everything's wired. So if you need to shape, you know, pull one way or the other, move something around, and just, you know, make it look like you want it, and that's good. Now we know where our bow's gonna go, so we don't have to do it yet. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put our hole in the very top.
Feels like new.
All right, so we're gonna clip, just get, you know, in the center. Make sure you go in about 1/8 of an inch or so, so you've got, you know, plenty of what we call, you know, you got meat to tie to. Now you can't use a real big
How are you
twine. So I'm just gonna get me some, I'm just gonna cut me a fairly long piece, and that way I've got plenty of extra.
Now usually you can find twine at the Dollar Tree usually.
But you got to make sure it's kind of small. Now, if you don't want to, let me see, this end looked like it might have stayed together. I'm actually gonna, you kind of have to twist it. Just make sure you get it all started. Now, I'm gonna double it because, I mean, I want that extra strength of the two, like so. So I'm just gonna double it up, you know, just like this. And we're going to have both pieces, and we're going to tie wherever we want up here, so the sign hangs where we want it.
Oh, well, that looks cute.
That's what I want to do. And we want it off to the side a little bit. You'll be able to see it better once
I would go a little bit more this way though.
Well, you have to just pick your balls.
Yeah.
Pick the two balls that you want to tie between. So I think that's good. I don't want to come down much any more than that. So I'm going to just take those two, go right between, and hold it up. Now it's going to spin until you put it on your door or your wall or whatever you do. I'm going to just wrap a couple times, and then I'm just going to tie it. So I'm going to set it down so I can tie. And we're just going to make just a regular knot. You know, just make a loop, bring all of it through, and just snug it down, and just do your two of them. And you might like the extra. You know, you might like that extra that's hanging down. I don't think I will. About like that.
Yeah.
I could have brought it up a little bit.
Might could have brought it up.
Well, if you need to shorten it up,
yeah, that's one way to do
you
it.
can wrap it around like that. I actually liked it long though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks good long.
I liked it a little longer. That way it's kind of staying right there, because you don't want it to. And look, if you hang it like this, it's going to go behind it's going to fall behind your ball.
Yeah, you have to hang it right.
So you have to hang it right so it actually falls right. And once you get it on the wall, we can start moving up any of our now I'm probably going to cut
I probably
this.
need to move this one.
You will.
Here.
I don't really like I don't like the extra twine, or at least not that long. So I'm just going to cut it kind of shorter, and this we'll just let it hang. So I'm not really worried about except how it's going to be hanging, which will be this way a little bit. So this will wind up being our center right here beside it, kinda. Yeah. So that'll be well, no. Our center's gonna be. We'll have to see. I have to see when I hang it.
You'll have to hang it up on the wall.
All right. So I'm gonna hang it up, and I actually want a hanger for it. I think I want a hanger. That way I can keep it where I want it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take. You could use the twine if you wanted to. I don't like to do that.
No, I wouldn't use the twine.
So we're going to use a chenille stem. We're going to use just a kind of coordinating color. I thought I had some purple, but I don't see any. I do have some white, but I'm just.
Here's purple.
Purple?
No, that's blue.
Look, I thought you had some lavender color. Okay, so we're going to just use a natural, but if you had a lavender color or a purple, not so dark, but I take these and I just double them up, just like so. I cross, just like that. Then I take and I fold down, fold around on the back, then I cross them again, and then we start wrapping on each other, just like so. You just keep twisting around each other, and it won't come apart when you do that double cross, where you cross on top, then you cross once you fold down. I try to push down those little points so they don't poke anybody. Now we have to find those two balls to go between or around to see which one is going to hang better. So I'm just gonna, you just take and you double it up, trying to like let it. I caught my finger. I'm trying to see where it's gonna hang better. Which way? Like how far?
No, that's
is the center? I may have to shorten this up.
I say go back a little bit more. Yeah, right there. Right there is where it needs to be.
Right there.
Yeah.
Alright, so we see which two balls need the hanger now. Or the one ball. We'll go between them. And you just take and you just fold it together. You just take and you fold together and you go through one another. Just like so. Fold together and go through.
Do you remember which ones you want?
I don't.
Not exactly.
Alright, so let's get the hanger on. It's right there by the top center one. So we did kind of stay pretty good. Now this doesn't have to be completely 100% tight. Just make sure the sign's firm.
Make sure the flower made for a little tile.
And I may shorten that up.
Yeah,
I still may, y'all can't see what I'm doing here. I may shorten that up a little bit. Let's come in on the wall. Yeah, but it might be too short then, so I may have to retie.
No, I don't think so.
You like that?
I think it's all right.
Okay, so she likes that right there. This is just the bow maker that I like to use. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep this simple. We're going to just make a regular blast-off style bow, 321.
Yeah, we do have these.
Yes, the bow makers are in stock here at smalltownwreathshop.com. So you can get you one of those as well when you're shopping. And don't forget to use our bundler feature that you can, you buy more, save more. Alright, so all this is 1.5" wired ribbon. I just dovetail first. I do my little dovetail. And just start making. Now remember, make your bow only as big as you need it. This project's not real big. I'm gonna go on out to about 9 inches on my tails. We'll trim them if we need to. I don't think we will. I'm gonna do one side 9 inches. We're gonna do the loops about 5. I'm gonna stay about, the whole bow should be about, you know, 10 inches from across your loops. Make sure you get your 5 inches. We're gonna do 3 loops on each side. That's why they call it the blast off bow. We'll have 3, then 2, then 1 blast off. Make sure you twist, push that twist down really good, y'all. Keep that bow, keep that the stack really tight. You're gonna keep all your loops the same size in the same color. Now once we change colors, we're gonna go shorter. So we got 2. And we're gonna be on our 3rd. Just making sure that we're close. It don't have to be, you know, exact. Just make sure that your loops are very, very close to the same length. Alright, so we got 3. And we don't have to twist on the last one because we're just going to have a tail. Alright, so on this one, I'm going to put this tail a little shorter. I'm going to go about 8 inches. Do my dovetail. We're going to go to our next color, which is our mint. This is a pretty color. Matches our sign real good. I really like this color. I had a little small piece. Which that's something that we could do too. That's probably what I'm going to do. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably going to make a hanger with that mint colored ribbon. Should have thought of that before. Alright, so this one's, the mint's going to only get 2 loops on each side, going about a ½ an inch shorter than the beige loops, than the burlap loops. About a finger, you know, if you pull it down, about a finger width shorter. That's a good, easy way to measure. You can pull it up, stick your finger there. You look good, twist it. Get your twist tight. Make sure that loop, check your length. Push it down. Get you some slack, pull it around. Make sure the loops of these colors are the same length, or at least really close. And we don't have to twist on that last one, we just accordion down. Make sure the length's good, push it tight, and we cut our tail about a ½ inch shorter than the last tail. Now we're going to dovetail. And we're going to go to our next color. Get this all back on. Now, like I said, all of our ribbon here at smalltownwreathshop.com is wired. Now we're going to go in with that pretty purple for the top one. This is just going to be your last single loop on top. A little shorter, about a ½ inch shorter, twist, and we get 1 loop on each side of the purple. And that matches our writing on the sign and some of the ribbon around the cross. I think it's ribbon. No, it's little flowers. We're going to have just enough of this purple, about a ½ inch shorter. You know, you can go a little shorter if you want. You know, just whatever you think looks good. And we're only doing 1 of these. And we're going to cut the tail about ½ inch shorter or so than the last one. Dovetail. Now we can get ready to secure the bow. I use these are a little bit bigger zip ties. These are 8 inch, I think. think they're 8-inch. They might be a little longer. No, these are 8-inch. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think those other ones were 6s. So just lift up, go underneath your bow, connect your zip tie, and just pull snug. Don't tighten it up. We're going to take our chenille stem now. You're going to lift your bow out of your pegs, and we're going to slide everything, slide that zip tie down into that crease that them pegs left. And turn that extra to the back while keeping the stack tight and keeping it straight. And you can push down because you should have enough room to slide your chenille stem underneath your zip tie, and about halfway, half it up. Then you can start snugging down. Move my bow maker out of the way. Start snugging it down, keeping the stack straight. Pull, keep your stack straight, work it back straight, kind of twist until you get it good and snug. But I like to hold my zip tie, I don't cut anything off yet, and hold my chenille stems while I fluff. Now when I fluff my bows, you're going to take whichever way, like you see this one wants to go right, that's the way we're going to leave it. If it wants to go, or it's already leaning that way, try to leave it, but you want everything to go opposite. So we got the first tail is going to go to my right. Then we're going to take the loops, and we're just going to separate those 3 loops. One left, one right, and the next one up is going to stay in the center. It's going to make like a finger, like a 3 fingers is what it's going to do. Now we're going to take the next color. We got one tail that goes to the right, so we're going to do that tail, pull it, and go to the left. Run it through your fingers so it gets a little body on it. Make sure your loops stay like you want them. Now you want that mint color to show between those fingers. So we want one loop that way, and one loop right there. And just kind of open things up. If it don't look good, go this way and this way. Whichever way them loops want to go, they're wired, you let it go that way. And then you want the purple falling right in the center of those, and the tail opposite of the other one. Flip it around. Now we're going to follow, and we're going to cross. The first tail was this one. Go ahead and do your loop since it's on the bottom. So open your 3 loops up, one left, one right, and the next one in the center. And that tail has to be opposite of the other side, the same color. See how this loop's already to the right? We're going to leave him to the right. We're going to open up. This one needs to cross to this side, so it's already there. Just kind of give it a little body, a little bit of love. Let the center purple stay, but we want that center purple tail, the last tail, to go across from that one. And now you've got a cute little 3-2-1 bow that you can show all your friends. And y'all, if I can do this, y'all can do this. This tail don't want to stay, or this loop don't want to stay good, but when we get it on the bow, we're going to make it stay where we want it to go. Alright, so now after you get it fluffed on both sides, you can get a couple more clicks, or at least maybe one, out of that zip tie before you trim it. Trim your zip tie off, don't cut your chenille stem. And now we've got a cute little bow. Now we can attach the bow. So we're going to get that, lay it back over here where we can see it. We're going to get this thing attached. And Melissa, can you come here?
Yeah.
I'm going to take and make a hanger that I should have thought about. So I'm just going to turn it sideways.
Hanger like that one?
Yeah, with that piece of ribbon over there. And what I like to do is I like to take my longer tails and let them run down to the bottom, and the short ones run up. You still may have to trim some so you can make them stand up. Now you can just lay your bow in there and kind of take a look at it. on how you want it to lay. Make sure it's covering, it's doing pretty good. And then you just take your chenille stems, go underneath, cross, and you twist them together. And you know, I'm gonna twist them between two of them balls, and you twist them pretty tight. I'm just gonna do about 3 or 4 twists, and I'm gonna leave the excess for now, because I'm gonna wind up clipping that off. And then when you hang it back up, you can kind of take a look and see what's laying where.
So you're taking this one off?
No, I mean, you can go over it. Ain't no use in pulling it off.
Why?
The other one I didn't. The one you moved. That way if they want it. Alright, so instead of using the chenille stem, we were right beside that center. We're going to take a piece of this ribbon. We're going to take a piece of the pretty mint colored ribbon that I had a little bit left on a roll that I opened another roll, but I wasn't going to have enough. So because you need a fairly decent long piece in order to tie. So this, I'm gonna get it all because there's just not much, but we'll trim it back. So it depends on how long you want it to hang down on your door. And all you got to do, I'm right-handed, so I got to turn to the right, is go underneath, find my center balls.
Not right there, yeah.
Right there beside that one. And I'm going to come underneath my flowers. Like so. Now you can pinch it together, because I do want it to fall between two of them balls, or at least on that particular ball. Get them halfway, pull it like that, and decide how far you want that thing to hang down on your door. I think the knot would be good about right here.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just going to let them fold, put them together. Well, let's go backwards. And I'm going to tie a knot with both of them. I'm just going to go around, back through the loop. And you don't even have to pull it that tight. Make sure your knots looks good, you know, where you want it. And then just kind of snug the knot up. Because what you're going to do, you can either dovetail these, or you can cut them at an angle opposite. So you can go like that, or you can go, let's go like this. So I'm going to cut both of these, this one up, and this one the opposite way. Like so.
Except you put that one really slanted. No, it looks good.
I can shorten it up.
Yeah, shorten it up just a hair.
So I'm going to shorten it up.
It almost looks a little too slanted. Yeah, that's better.
We're going to just shorten it up so they kind of look the same, you know. You can tell kind of what I did there. And now you got your.
So cute.
Now you got your ribbon hanger. Now I'm gonna move this back to the front. Put the flowers in the front. Turn the sign around, and you can move this one very easy to wherever you want. You know what I mean? Like you can shift it and let it hang ever how you want to on your thing. So let's hang it back up. Now we can hang it on top. So you can see just how simple it is. You've got a simple bow.
And y'all, this might look blue on your camera, but it's really purple.
Yeah, it's purple.
He put the purple in with this purple, and there's little purple flowers, and the writing is purple.
So I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is a super simple, super easy. I'm telling y'all, I'm starting to like these. This is my second one. There's my first. If you didn't see the video, check that one out as well. You get 3 different signs to interchange on this one. You can always interchange a sign on this one as well, just by cutting it out, adding another sign. So super simple, super cute. So I hope y'all enjoyed it, y'all. Absolute great. We really appreciate it so much. Thank y'all for coming to hang out with us today. We got to clean up now. We got more work to do. So we really appreciate it. We hope y'all will give this project a try. I'm Craig, and this is Melissa with Small Town Wreath Shop, and right here on YouTube with the Bickums. Check us out on our blog at withthevictims.com. If you got any value out of this video, please give us a thumbs up, give us a share, and don't forget to subscribe to our With the Victims channel. Visit all of our Small Town Wreath Shop social media pages and give us a follow there as well. Y'all are helping us grow tremendously. We appreciate y'all and love all of our followers and subscribers so much. Without y'all, we couldn't do it. So y'all stay sweet, stay blessed. Don't forget to smile a little bit, and we will see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.